for joining me. I'm not hiding behind Black Zarek. I'm useless at thumbnails. Anybody who knows me knows this channel, knows that I am still using an iPad, still using a phone, but the picture of Black Zarek was just obviously much better than a black screen. That's all I could get done in time anyway. So main purpose of this video is, of course, to say thank you to everybody because I hit 8K about 10 days ago now. And I think because of the way that I've done it with the time stream, I think the way that it's going to work, it's okay. So we've got like a first hour and a half or so with mainly UK guys, and then after that, people start coming on anyway and asking loads of different questions. But it's mainly just to say thank you, and indeed, Optimus Productions is back as well, and people are messaging me, as I say, on my phone, but I actually can't even reply to them. Obviously, I'll try and do it on here, um, which is good. But no, I wanted to say, what's all this rubbish? Just, yeah, thanks to everybody. It's crazy. And I actually don't mind doing these at all either, to be fair. I keep saying I need to do a bit more. It gives it a good opportunity for people to have a chat in the conversations. People were there well early. So, Ultra Marcus, you were there well early, mate. Thanks for jumping on board as well, which is great. And there's already hyperlinking from America, which is perfect as well. I'm just going to tell this chap because everybody's saying, are you live now? I'm like, yes, I am. So there we go. I also want to talk to you about, I suppose, UK guys who are going to get the most of the questions for the first part is obviously Ultra Marcus. I want to know, are you coming to TF Nation? Outcast is there as well. He's jumped in lovely. I'm very well. Thank you for calling me sir. I call everybody sir as well. It's really dark in here. That's one thing I've got to do, sort out the lighting in this room. It's still not done. I know we're into like literally middle of just, oh wow, Washbrook's in as well. I know that obviously we're into, middle of July and I've still not done this room, but anybody who's moved house, it's as good as that, to be fair. It's easily as good as that. I've still not managed to sort out everything that I want to do. It hasn't panned out exactly as I wanted to do it, but I've got still plans for it. I definitely need to sort out lighting. These are no good, especially not when the batteries run out and you didn't even realise. But yeah, there's a few. Washbrook, you're a UK guy. I want to know from the UK guys first and foremost who are in the chat, who is going to TF Nation? Because it is the biggest thing in the UK. Magnum Prime went last year. It was the first one that I went to, and it was insane. It was so busy. It was so crazy. Yes, he's going, and he's going on the Saturday. Fantastic. I get to meet you in person, sir. I can't wait for that. I'm just going on the Saturday as well. Andy's just jumped in as well. Hello to Andy. I moved in my current place over 2 years ago. That's nice to hear, Hyperlink. That's perfect. That's nice to hear. I might ask to speak to you about that Shattered Glass Grimlock as well, pal, to be fair, because he's not available in the UK at the moment. He's sold out everywhere, so I think I might contact you about that. So Ultra Marcus is definitely going. I know obviously there's loads more people going than just the ones I'm naming, but it's nice that people are in the chat as it's building up now to be able to go and meet these people in person. So just don't know. Do you know what, Outcast? I'll be completely honest with you. Way, there you go. Brandon's in as well. Outcast, this is one of the main reasons why I never used to go to any of the conventions. I didn't go to the conventions because I thought for X amount of money, I could buy a figure. And that was exactly why I didn't really go out. But once I've been to one, and Magnum who's been to it, and if a few other people who jump in who've been to actually conventions, yes, it's a great social side, but it's just, I think it's an experience, to be fair. There's free things there as well. You can meet and greet people. Wow. Why are you nervous, pal? What's just all you got to do? Message me. I'll send you my note. You've got my Facebook anyway. Message me, and we'll meet up before if you want. Walk in with me and Magnum. I'll meet up with you guys at the beginning. I'm going to meet Brandon first thing, and I'm going to go in with him as well. But I'm not paying £80 for early bird, to be honest. Brandon, if you're doing that, then you're mental. I know you're there for the weekend, which is cool, but I'm not paying £80 to get in. Purely because there's only two things that I think I'd really, really want, and I imagine that they wouldn't be brought straight away because I don't think they'd have them, and B, they're not cheap. So I'm just going to go in normal. So you got normal ticket, Ultra Marcus, and yeah, definitely Hyperlink. I'm going to have a chat to you about Shattered Glass Grimlock because I love that mold, and it's nice to know that other people who've moved rooms and moved house haven't Jazz, if you're watching this now, I know it's a couple of second delay. I'm using my phone, so it's all right. If I know this is completely wrong. Oh no, Outcast, don't worry about your anxiety. Just come and just message me. Message us on this, message us in the chat. I'm as easygoing as, honestly, I'm the most easygoing Jazz. Just go to the chat. Go to the chat on the, oh, you know, you're watching on your TV, so you can't. Sorry, he's messaging me on my phone and it's coming up here. What was I going to say? Can't think. Yeah, if you want to meet us up, Brandon will say I'll meet you in reception. We'll all go in together if you want. If you're a bit worried, I don't mind doing that. If it makes it easy for you guys, I'd love to do that. And then of course we get to meet Mike Aguirre's in, brilliant. He's in from ages ago. What do I think of a core class, Jazz? Like this one. That would be cool. Core class Jazz would be good, but I suppose it'd be better than this one as well. This is the last one they did. They called this Legend Scale, didn't they? But this would fit. This would fit perfectly in the core class. I can't believe how dark it is. Sorry, guys. It is dark. But yeah, core class Jazz would be good. Funnily enough, I've just done a video discussing about the Studio Series Gamer. And I'm wondering where they're going to go because most of the Fall of Cybertron, in fact, all of the Fall of Cybertron toy line from the game, it's just figures that we've had loads of over the last few years. There's obviously Blaster, there's Soundwave, Jazz, in abundance. No way, Jaffa's with you as well. I shall definitely keep it in mind. Honestly, if you want to Outcast, seriously, just message me on here, on the Discord. Brandon, any of the members, anybody who's got the stars on here, most of our UK guys, and we'll all meet up and we're all walking together. It'll be, you know, that's how I met a few people last year, just at the beginning. Just literally in the queue walking in, a few people said recognised me, so we went in that way, which is cool because we can all go in together and all experience it together. One thing I will warn you all is the queue is insane, and I mean it's insane because there's thousands of people there, and maybe that's probably not helping you with your anxiety, but the queue's cool because you get to meet people, you get to chat, you see people in cosplay. Sam's Formers from Instagram, I saw him and I recognised him instantly while he was in the queue. I met Thingy. They're really good, Optimus. Did you like them? I think they're brilliant. I love the core class figures. I'm loving anything that's small at the minute. Any of the core class figures. Obviously, I think you pretty much noticed that I'm loving Doctor Wu at the moment as well. What was I saying? Yeah, Graham, the Collector 75, met him in the queue as well. So it was nice. It was nice to meet exactly that, people in the queue. So I think that will put your mind at rest straight away because as soon as you walk in, and you the way get me words. The main thing to remember is we're all there because we've all got the same interests. We're all there for the same outcome, for the same goal. You're there to go and literally meet. What was I going to say? You just be there. Everybody's got the same frame of mind. Either way you want to pronounce it. So it's cool. So I mean, I know people can't help their anxiety, etc. I deal with a lot of that in my job. Obviously, I deal with that quite a lot in the real world outside of Transformers. So I get that. I get that people get that. So there we go. I just picked up a Swoop today, fun little guy. Core class. Oh yeah, I was going to say what's core class Swoop, but I've just remembered he's the Dinobots. So of course he is. I think the core class are great. I love them. They're really, really good. But yeah, TF Nation's going to be brilliant. So now that I didn't even know you were going Ultramar because we were supposed to have met up ages ago. I mean, I worked out same as yourself that we've been doing this channel just over 3 years now, of course, which is just insane. I can't believe I've been doing this 3 years, and it's weird. It's like I've always done it, but it's something that I wished I'd have done a lot earlier on instead of waiting until now, because I think obviously that I've missed out on so much. To be fair, it would have been really good to do it. I think my main issue, I'm not too involved with Transformers collecting. Yeah, but you don't need to. It's not you don't need to be a collector. You've just obviously got a fondness for the hobby. There's people who are going to be there who, and of course, don't forget, you're not obliged to buy anything when you go there. You don't have to buy any toys. The cool thing is things like this. The artists and the people, the voice actors and all this, as I say, that's obviously one of Andrew Wildman's prints that I got from the last one that I went to, which was cool. And the last TF Nation, the lady who did, oh wow, thanks Andy, cheers pal, he's just joined. The last, I'll send you a Discord link after this, and I'm just standing on Optimus, 2 seconds. The last, what was I saying, the last one that we went to, do you know why there's so many eHobby Black Megatrons on eBay? I don't know. Is that the one that I got, mate? Is that the one with the brown handle? I don't know. I think because there was two issues. There was an issue in 2002, and then a reissue in 2010, something like that, I think, or unless you mean Megaplex. And Tim Banerjee's selling his, so maybe that's why as well. He's selling a few. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about the conventions. And the woman who voiced Elita One for the War for Cybertron was there, and she was just sitting. Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, the one that, yeah, I think Ultramarkers. I think it's just because people have. Do you know what? I don't know. I think it's because there's gold plastic syndrome on it. So what's the word I'm on about? So people might just want to get rid of it before it crumbles because it's. And I didn't even realise it until I was just about to open it, and I looked at the plastic on the handle, and it looked, obviously it's got the pearlescent little swirl in it and stuff, and I was like, wow, this is going to. This looks very familiar. This looks a bit scary. And then the what's it? Yeah, that's, I think so. I think that's why. Um, I would get it out, but I've got a funny feeling I might break it. It's the one with the brown handle, if anybody's wondering. The brown handle is made. It's like a goldy plastic, obviously, handle. And yeah, apparently it suffers from that really bad. So I think a lot of people may be just thinking, let's sell it while it's still intact. I don't know, but it's a great piece. And for I know £200 a lot of money, and I'm not saying it's not, but that's a crazy price for any Megatron, never mind an e-hobby incredibly rare version. You know, the normal Megatron's going for more than that now, and I know obviously the normal Megatron's quite sought after, but let's be honest, the e-hobby ones, they're more scarce, they're far more rare. So is it something that you're after, Ultra Marcus, or is it just a general question that you're pondering the answer to? I wonder which one it is. Either way, it's great. It's all right. I'm just catching up with the questions on here. But yeah, going back to TF Nation, it'd be great to meet everybody there. As many people as I can. But obviously, I know that lots of you guys aren't even in this country. But I definitely gonna, fingers crossed, be doing a US one. I don't think it'll be next year, to be honest. Big M is in. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. Purely just because of the age of my kids. But whoever, maybe the year later, who knows? That could be a serious possibility. And it looks like the one in Toronto at the moment's looking fantastic. Has anybody seen some of the things coming from there? Obviously, I did a little bit of a mini video, but there's even more come out soon, which I'm going to do an updated video on in a second as well. There's even more coming out. So I think the fact that there's obviously all these convention exclusives, which is brilliant. Did you like? Oh, thanks, Ultramarcus. If you definitely want one, one of the sellers on eBay is a good friend of mine now, and I've referred to him loads, obviously, on here. Tim Banerjee. I'm sure I could sort out a deal with him for you if you wanted to be honest. So yeah, let me know. I'll speak to him because I know that he's definitely got one. And funnily enough, I think I said in my review, that's where mine came from. To be honest, came from him as well. So it's good when we know everybody, so we can do things like that, help each other out, and that's exactly, of course, what I love to do on of course, in the Discord, and you know, normally, there's loads of people now in the Discord who will verify. Not that I need it verifying, that I've helped them get figures, etc. But I love to help people out because people have helped me out, so it's nice to repay it. Oh dear. Thanks, buddy. I might be in touch. Yeah, let me know. Right. I've only just got my hands on these. What do you guys think of these? I think they're brilliant. It's too dark in here. I need to sort out a light. Ah, there you go. Is that a bit better? Whoa. No, that's no good. I can't even see. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. That's a bit better. That's what I should have done at the beginning. Yeah, what's everybody think of these then? Studio Series Gamer figures. I've only just got mine. Literally only just got them. They're still here. They're still in the boxes, apart from Barricade. Because I'm really intrigued about him. He's super chunky and brilliant. I want to know which way they're going to go. I've got nowhere to put anything at the moment already, but I want to know what they're going to do with it. That's what I think I want to say. Right, there's loads of you in that chat there. Brilliant. I'm going to say, I hate saying it, but don't forget to hit the like button for me, guys, please. There's way more people in the actual chat than the like, so just press that for us as well if you can. I got all three sealed from the Doncaster Toy Fair with Magnum. Crazy good condition. They've only just come out, Brandon. They are really good. Barricade and Bumblebee, they look real good, but I'm not really a fan of the arms on Barricade. Can't really pose it much. That's it. Um, I don't know. As I say, I think I was just saying there. I like how chunky they are. I like the fact that they've gone different style. Um, and I really, as I said, I really loved the gamer. I thought it looked cheap in that. Really? Oh, I need to open that and have a look. Bumblebee's fun. I haven't got Prime yet. I think this. I don't know. I think in hand, clinical. At least it feels. I've not opened it yet. Look, it feels heavy. It feels robust. I know we've obviously got the issue with the fists at the back. But as I say, I've not opened it yet. Barricade I really liked. I just like it because maybe it's something as simple and as obvious as it's a brand new mold. So it's always fun to get a new mold to have a play around with. The kibble on the back's not too bad. I've got his gun there, but it just all folds out all over on him neat. I need to get the video done for this for tomorrow, to be honest. If I actually get a chance, but my weekends are just bedlam at the moment. Which is good because I'm going to do. As I say, I've done this one now, and I'm going to do one in 2 weeks. Just wanted to throw this. I've got to do the review of that Bumblebee. Obviously, I was going to put him up on here, but he makes way too much noise for this time of night. But I'm going to do another one with the Bumblebee because he's brilliant. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that, Brandon. That's on Thingy as well. It's on Show Z. The kit. The plastic looks like something that cost £2 from B&M. He might do when I get him out of the box. He could do. Who knows? Apparently, B&M's got loads more Transformers in. Someone wants to see the T-shirt. This is the one that what's his name? Oh, who did it? Jamie Maddox. Sorry, Jamie. Jamie's the guy who did me this. I need to get onto Printify or whoever it is to try and get it going again. Because the one company that I was using, they're not doing them anymore, which is a pain because I've got 4 different designs that I've got way more now. Thanks to people like Rudy Zizou who've helped me, and Jamie who've helped me loads and loads with different designs. So I think I need to get on with that. Some of the designs, I've not the ones that you've seen. I've got some ones that aren't seen, and they're brilliant. But I think that's definitely the thing I need to be getting next because I get asked loads. We only got Game of Prime and Bumblebee in the post today. I love that. Oh yeah, you've got one of these T-shirts, Brandon. You managed to get one ordered before the other ones did. The Bumblebee I've had out of the box, but it just I don't know. I felt it was I think the Bumblebee's okay. He's definitely anybody who used to follow football and who's my age, he's an Emil Heskey. He's all upper body. He's just massive upper body, tiny little legs, or cartoon. Maybe he's a Johnny Bravo. Then you'll know what I mean. But yeah, David's in. Brilliant, Dave. Glad that you jumped on. He seems okay. He looks all right. I like the fact, again, that you can store all the weapons on the back. But the only problem with doing that is obviously it makes the backpacks huge. Otherwise, but let's be honest, these are based on games characters. So they're gonna obviously try and rectify as much as they can. Exactly, that's why you remember Heskey as well. He's a Heskey. He's just all upper body. I don't know if anybody remember Emil Heskey used to play for England in the early 2000s. I prefer the old side, which I've got that one. Where's the but I've not even took it out of the box. I really should get everything ready. See, I've got the original one. But funnily enough, I didn't like, and Liverpool, of course. But I didn't like the only one I had open was the Cliff Jumper one, which of course is exactly the same as what they've done here. Now it's the same mold, but I didn't really like it. I found it overly fiddly. I don't know. Maybe I'll give them another chance because I think that's all I'm looking to do sort of now. I'm looking to maybe get a couple of, what's the one I want to? I'm looking to get a couple of loose figures that I've got sealed but I haven't got loose. Then I can just keep the loose one and then sell the sealed one because that's the main thing what I've got to do. Dude, I've got the Unlimited Gold B. Which one's that? The Unlimited Gold B. I don't know which one that is. Unlimited Gold? I don't know. Let me know which one that is. I'm trying to think because there's so many Bumblebees, but which one's Unlimited? As in do you mean Unlimited or United? Do you mean Transformers United? Bit of a random question, but what kind of feeling do you get when you walk into? It's a mixture of 2 feelings. One, obviously, I can just walk in here and I can just sort of stand here and I can just look around and it just makes me smile, and that's obviously a really nice feeling because it's a passion of mine, it's a hobby of mine, it's something that's been part of my life forever. As I say, although I dipped out of it and I wasn't collecting, I've always loved Transformers. So when I walk in the room, I'm lucky enough that I've got this, and I'm lucky enough that my wife puts up with it, and more than puts up with it, she allows it. She doesn't maybe not encourage it, but she likes when I do things like this. She likes when I meet people. You know, she's blown away by the fact that I got sent. Same as me, I'm blown away that I got sent the RoboSend Bumblebee to review, the Hasbro things that have been happening. It's all crazy, but there's a little still bit of frustration because it's. I think, to be honest, if I wanted to get it exactly how I wanted to get it, I'd need a week off work, because I know that like this thing's doing my head in now. It's too big, but it's an X display. It's the Combiner Wars from a shop, but it sticks out too much. What do I think? I'll come back to that in a second. So and also as you've heard me say that because it's a bit of a smaller room. I thought that I'd have more space because I calculated all the shelf space and the figures that I've got, but it's the boxes. The boxes are just yeah, they're just, I mean, I've got them all just stacked everywhere. Like all my favourite boxes, all the Takara ones are just literally stacked all up there, and you can't even, you can't even see them, and they're my favourite. It's Jazz Hardy, but Jazz is there. There he is. Um, cheers, Pathosis. What was I going to say? Can't think. So yeah, there's a little bit of frustration with that because I'd like to put them all out, but I think I'm sort of coming to terms with, and the weird thing with me is I've always said, and I've always given this advice, if you can't see it, if I can't put it out on display, then sell it. But that's what I've been doing with a lot of things. A lot of my sealed movie figures, Generations ones that I've got loose, I've been selling because, again, exactly that. If I can't see it, if I can't put it out, then obviously I won't. So I'm thinking if I can move these, I'm thinking of, obviously my main priority is Generation 1. And then I've got so much Generation 2 stuff I've not shown anybody yet. I've got like loads and loads to put out. So I'm thinking of mainly just having out Generation 1 and 2. And then this bookcase that's here, this bookcase that's there, which is Studio Series 86 Shattered Glass. And then you can see it's the War for Cybertron. The War for Cybertron trilogy. What I'm thinking of doing with that is maybe swapping sort of them in and out, so keeping them there for that trilogy, and then, as bad as it sounds, putting them into storage boxes, and then when the new trilogy of whatever figures they start to do, obviously there's War for Cybertron and mostly Legacy there, so I'm quite lucky. I've got nearly 6 years worth. Well, I'm gonna have nearly 6 years worth there if it all fits. So what I'm thinking of doing is round that side, taking all the Prime Wars trilogy figures down, and maybe having to put them in storage or keeping them somewhere, and then that's it. I don't know, and then just keep cycling them over. Dust, I'm really lucky with. I've been in this room. I've been in this room since January, and I haven't had to dust it once. I'm lucky now on the glass. No, there's nothing. No, not yet. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just really lucky that I don't have to dust it. Somebody just asked a question about reissues. It depends on the reissue. If it's ones like this where they change them ever so slightly, and it's a main figure, I'm all for it because it's slightly different. I suppose it depends on the figure. I think it's great if it gives people the opportunity to get figures that they never had as a child. Obviously, it's really good, and I do like the way they're going with these. But I've said it on, and I just really, what is the point in that? Don't pack it. These cluster bombs. I'd rather not have it. I'd rather it be 50p less. Just because they're that ridiculous. They don't even really, well, they sort of fire, but they don't need them. I don't think, now I'm dropping everything everywhere. I don't think they need them, but I think they're good for, they serve the purpose for people who want to get figures they haven't got. I think, obviously, I know some collectors that go mental. I've just been a good part of the Some Holders helping my boy reorganise and sort out his Transformers. That's the problem, they just get too many. I do like repack of Rodimus Prime. Do you mean, which Rodimus Prime do you mean? Kingdom? Do you mean the, this isn't staying in there. Do you mean Kingdom? Do you mean G1? Because I think, they've got a G1, of course they have. Well, Takara have, because Takara reissued him not so long ago. Takara did a Rodimus reissue. My mum around to reissues with the movie retro line. Yeah, them ones I'm not too bad with them Magnum. I don't mind them. I think they're, I mean, obviously this was just a great idea, and it was brilliant. I'm the same with my sneakers. I can just sit here and put, yeah, exactly, that's it. On those ones I did, I'd rather them just not put the missiles in. Thanks. I'm glad you like the answer anyway. But yeah, there's things that I want to do. Pink Horror, just letting peeps know. Oh no, it's no problem, Jazz. I knew you wanted one as soon as I saw it, so I just sent you the message. There is one. Kingdom Rodimus. I like Kingdom Rodimus, but he's been around forever. Maybe, yeah, the artwork alone. Hi, Russ. So glad to finally timed your live stream. Thanks for being. Oh, Ken, great to have you on here. Wow, everybody's jumping in. I love the fact as well that all the members are jumping in, which makes it even more worthwhile to me, to be honest, because obviously you guys are paying that teeny little bit, so it's nice to be able to speak to you all direct. I don't want, I'm not. I always say I'm not one of these people who's going to charge for shout outs and hellos and all that sort of stuff, because some people do it, and if they want to do it, it's fine. It's just mad to see what's available here, there, and everywhere in different countries. I mean, Kingdom Rodimus Prime. I didn't even know they reordered him. I just ordered my hot rod. See, that's crazy. I think we've had him. I can't even remember when I did the video on it. It's got to be nearly a year. It's got to be nearly a year. Retro Wave 1, because Wave 2 was before Christmas. I can't think. Princeton Flannex is in. How you doing, buddy? Good. Glad you've jumped in as well. The numbers are coming up now. This is pretty good, actually, considering I only put it up 2 days ago. It's a very impromptu one, but again, like I said at the beginning, for anybody who's just joining in, I don't mind doing these at all. Missed out a lot of your updates. I've noticed that you're dabbling with third party. I never would have expected. Do you know what the main reason is, Pathosis? The main reason is purely because there's too much of it about there. Yes, it was really cheap. There's so many figures out there, and although, as I've always stated from day one, that I am it's all right, that I'm obviously, as you say, official product collector, massively behind all them. But it's interesting to see what other people are doing, and I can't comment. And it is a Transformers channel, isn't it? My collection is G1 and an official Hasbro and Takara, and loads of Doctor Wu. But as a Transformers channel, I need to see them. I need to know what I'm commenting on. I need to be able to differentiate between them. And the main reason that I'm getting into third party is because people on here in the chat, they'll let you know that they're lending me their third party figures. So a lot of them aren't mine. You'll hear me say at the video, like, thanks to Ben, thanks to RJ, thanks to Adam. So a load of the third party figures that I'm reviewing, they're not actually mine. The only ones at the moment that I'm keeping, because I just think they're brilliant, are these, the Doctor Who's. No, don't worry about it, Pathosis, it's fine, I understood it. So the only main ones that I'm really keeping, as I say, are these, purely because they're tiny. I love them. I swear with you. I love them, how intricate they are, and I've got space. I can put 60 of these, even though there's not even 60 of them, on half a shelf. But yeah, loads of the new age stuff. That ridiculous, which was that Menosaur? Some people do. I completely agree. Rudy's jumped in as well. Thanks, Rudy. Here he is. Wow, there's loads of people coming in now. Let's see if I can beat 55. That was the most I had at one point. Exactly. Honestly, Ultra Marcus, you think that's cute. Look at their Cosmos. Right, here we go. Pete's jumped in. Look at their Cosmos. It's tiny. It's tiny. I mean, compared to... There you go. There's Core Optimus. And there's Doctor Wu's thingy. So yeah, it's good. And funny enough, it's funny you asked that question, Pathosis, because Pete, who's just jumped in, whose name on here is You Love It, he's huge into third party, and he's been pecking my head in a nice way to get involved and to have a look at it. And it's amazing. And I did a video on it. I did a short video. There's a short on the channel with the transformation process of this one, which is obviously like his shattered glass version. So check it out. They're so small, but they're so... do I own all 24 G1 mini spies? I actually don't. I've been speaking to, I think it's Hyperlink, in the members chat. More likes, guys. Oh, thanks, Mike. What's the word I'm after? No, I thought there was only 16, 24. There's 4 colours, 4 things. How have you got 24? Or am I completely wrong? Let me know, because I only believe there's 16 in my books and everything. It says there's 16 in in this book here, one of the guidebooks that I've got. it only says there's 16 because there's 4 cars, sorry, 4 vehicles, and then the 4 colours of them. And I've nearly got them all, which is just, it's a bummer at the moment because, to be honest, and anybody, if people are in the UK, if they could confirm for me, I don't recall ever, ever seeing one, what's the word I'm after? Ever seeing them on the cards in the UK, and I've not seen them. Where are they? Mini Spies. Typical, I can't find it. I'm chatting to you guys. Well, let me go straight to the index. I should have done that at first. But you just made a good point then, Pete. Maybe there was obviously both of them. Who knows? HRJKLMN, Mini Spies. Where are they? 35. Let's have a look. I think I've got like 13 of them, and I'm going to be doing some swaps, hopefully with some people soon, because I want to be able to do them. That's what I mean, Magnum. They're just not. There they are. Look. 2, 4. There it is. That's the merge. I've got like a huge bag of them. 4 cars, 3 colours, 2 factions. There you go. He's right. So if I get the Decepticon ones as well. This is one of the Bibles. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? This is the reason for this. But yeah, it's good. No, I've not got them all. Where is my bag of them? It's somewhere in here. I won't get it while I'm chatting to you guys. I'll dig it out. But in fact, that's what I need to do. I think that's what I need to use more. Exactly, swapping's brilliant. This is what I said to people on the what my least favourite figure was when I was a kid. I can tell you that straight off. It was really easy. It was, and I actually like it now. It was Skullgrin, purely because didn't like the Pretender concept at all. I didn't enjoy it. I was like, what's this? Because obviously as a kid I've gone from the 84, 85 Autobot cars, etc. And then I really liked, and I know they're basic, but I really liked Nightbeat. I loved the Power Masters Darkwing and Dreadwind. I really loved them. And then obviously we went from that to Skullgrin, and I just didn't like Skullgrin at all. I even liked the Micromasters. I thought the Micromasters were okay because I got the fact they were small. But then the Pretenders, I just didn't like them at all. And I didn't see, well, I did see the Action Masters, but I'd left. I wasn't really collecting by then. So otherwise it would have been one of them if somebody had brought me one of them. But as I've said loads of times, my first one was Optimus Prime in 84 because I was 5 at that Christmas. What was I saying then? Yeah, but then obviously when you get older and you come back and you appreciate it. I didn't have them as a kid. Yeah, the original Ironhide and Ratchet. Funnily enough, I've just took the third party heads off mine because I'm going to where have I just put them? I don't know. I've just put them. I'm going to sell them because I've just decided to just go all original. Loads of my figures, I'm only lucky enough to have a couple of them, and that's because they were given back to me. But like now, as I was saying, I love the Pretenders now, and I think anybody, if you've watched Super God Master Force, then you just get a whole new appreciation for the Pretenders. And what Pete's saying there about Ironhide and Ratchet, if you obviously look at the figures and you realise that if you think of it pre-Transformers, what Diaclone was with a pilot, then Ratchet and Ironhide are fantastic because it's basically it's like the exosuit, isn't it, from Aliens? It's like Ripley's exosuit, because if you imagine where the head is, that's a seat. And I know that loads of you know this already, but for those of you who don't know, that's a seat. So you'd put a little pilot in there and it'd be like his or her exosuit. It'd be amazing. So that's why I really appreciate them now. And I know that obviously, Pete, you love the Diaclone as well. And are you still getting the new Diaclone reboot, Pete? I know that you were buying a few of them. I've seen they're up for pre-order on Shows E now as well. The big set of trousers are. Talking too much. I'm trying to think of the other questions that people were asking a minute ago. It's mad. Keep firing at me, guys. This hasn't kept up either, which is useless. Why is that not kept up? You was always toys, comics, cartoons. You see, I can't think of which came first for me. I know it definitely obviously had the toys, but I don't remember seeing as many of the mini base thing built in. Not a great representation of the actual. Yeah, that's it. I know that I didn't. I had the comics, and again, funnily enough, I've just been reading them all back, which has been interesting. I'm up to issue 262 now or something, because obviously I'm putting each issue every time I read one. I video it and then I put it up on the channel, which is a bit of fun, because just to jog my memory of some of the stories. Oh, brilliant. Let me know where they go, because I know that they've just put them up there as well. But I think that what I like about Show Z is that if they do put something that's too overpriced, or they put the price too high, then they refund you without even asking. I've had 2 or 3 things now where I've had a little credit note, or it's appeared on my points refunded, due to either something's gone onto a sale. The toys were my first contact with Transformers TV. Yeah, that's it. I don't know in these different opinions. I wasn't around for G1, so my opinion don't mean much, but my favourite. Megatron's ace. You can't beat Megatron. Scourge, I was lucky enough to have Scourge as a kid. I loved him. And I've said this in my review, like in my review of him and of Cyclonus. Cyclonus was always one of my favourites as a kid. And the main reason for it was, and I did say this in the review as well, is because I loved the Autobot cars. I loved Optimus Prime. I loved Megatron. And okay, granted, I didn't ever have a gun. But what I mean is that they were all things that I'd seen. And, you know, you see the cars on the street, you see the trucks, etc. And you know what the gun is, and you know what Soundwave is as a tape player. But when Cyclonus came out as a figure, the reason why I love that so much is because it was something. What was a rough estimate of the amount of Transformers you have? I really don't know. And I'll come back to that in a sec. Cyclonus was just something completely different. It was completely maniac. Right, so I don't even know. So Prime Wars trilogy, all of them. War for Cybertron trilogy, missing about 6. Generation 1, all of them. Takara exclusives, all of them. European exclusive, all of them. Probably about 4K, I don't know. Maybe more, I don't know. All of Fall of Cybertron, all of Thrilling 30. Quite a few Masterpiece. The thing is that the reason why it's so hard to answer that question is because there's like, I've got 8 or 9 different versions of Onslaught. I've got 18 different versions of Generation 1 Optimus Prime. So I think I've got way more figures than I have characters and actual releases, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm just looking at my Devastator shelf here, and I've got like Scrapper. Here we go. G1 Ratchet 9. Yeah, that's it. Yes, Cyclonus does have massive hands. He does have massive hands. They're weird, but the toy itself is slick. It's super slick. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, what was I saying? So I've got Italian version, Japanese individual box, gift set Italian, gift set Takara, gift set Mexican, loose Hasbro, carded Hasbro, combined, you know. So I missed that one. So many different ones. So it's weird. And I am still trying to do an inventory, but the only problem is every time I try and do an inventory, what happens? They go and release a load of figures, and you think you're caught up, you think you're up to date, and it just doesn't happen like that. I'm just going to quickly put this here to see if that catches up on the chat with me, because it doesn't really come up. No, it hasn't. You have a Devastator shelf. Can we see it, please? How curious did it do? This is just one part of it. Jazz, this proves that you don't watch any of my videos. Do you prefer Kingdom or Generation Select Cyclonus? I prefer the what's it called? The Toy Deco one. The Toy Deco one. That's just a few of them. But the main ones are all. Oh, you can't see. I don't know if you can see the gift sets are up there. There's 3 or 4 gift sets up. Oh, there they are. It's not working. Sorry, guys. As I say, I'm funnily enough as well. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to get a proper collection tour done. That's what I really want to do. I really want to get one done. But that's, yeah, so whoever asked that question, my son over 200, currently have 16. Which ones are, okay, so which ones are your favourite then, Davine? I like to know this. I want to know what yours are, what your favourites are. Because everybody asks me mine. And my favourites, as I say, as a kid, is Scorponok, and obviously Optimus and Megatron. Adults, I've got too many now, too many to list. Do I? No, I don't at the moment, Pete. No, I can't go down that aisle as well, unless it's from a different country, unless it's like IGA. Name the 16. Yeah, there you go. Name them all. Just a few of them. Are you daft? What do you mean? I don't know what he's saying. Just a few of them to me to what? I don't know. I am daft, but I can't think. I don't know what's under. What did I say then? What did I say then? I must have said something. Oh, the chat's not keeping up on here. Dude, love it. Your devastated display. That's how I used to have everything. That's what I was going for. I was going for multi. That's what I've done with my Raiden. My Raiden one, I would cack my pants walking out the place. One misstep. Honestly, I've knocked a few things off a few times, and it really, really does. I hate it. But yeah, like what you were saying. So this is like, I know you don't want to see my face. Let's turn it around. So this is where you go. It goes even crazier. So there we've got Raiden in trains, Raiden in robot, Raiden combined, Raiden in 87 boxes, Raiden in 1990 boxes, and then I've got some gift sets as well. I need to lock that in. Any line? Mine's Masterpiece Megatron 2-0. Oh, that's a good question. Everybody should answer that question. Let's see what everybody's favourite figure is, because that's a really cool question. For me, you'd have to ask me per toy line, because there's too many. I've got too many favourites. Raiden. Sorry, Pete. Raiden. There's Raiden. What's your favourite Transformers facial hair? Scourge's Tash and beard. It's got to be Scourge. I completely agree with you, Rudy. It's got to be Scourge. It's better than Retgars. It's better than all the others. I'm with you on Scourge. And yeah, Raiden. Pete tells me off always. Outcast. G1 Jetfire. Ultra Marcus, did you get your Masterpiece Jetfire? Jazz Hardy's got to be Jazz's favourite. And the Hardy's got to be something to do with wrestling. And it's got to be something to do with wrestling, because I don't know anybody else called Hardy. And I'm pretty sure your profile picture's a couple of wrestlers as well. I'm sure it is. Masterpiece Jetfire is a sensational figure. That's so good, to be fair. Again, can't compare it to Phoenix, but what I did notice was as soon as... Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Rodimus Chronicus. Characters Skyfire and Wheeljack. That's good. What was I saying? What I did notice on eBay though, and if you check eBay now, there's an abundance of Fans Toys Phoenix. So I would imagine that's it. Hardy, the photographer from TFN. Don't know who that is. Oh, TF Nation must be. Oh, there you go then. I was just saying though, yeah, talking about third parties and knowing the differences and all that. So the amount of Phoenixes that are on eBay now, and people who I've spoke to who've got both, funnily enough, have all said that Takara wins it. So that would be interesting, because I know there's a lot of third party collectors in this chat who've probably got Phoenix as well. Actually, I wonder where Adam is. Adam Graham's massive into his third party as well. He's another guy who lends me loads. Grimlock, I loved Grimlock as well. Mike, I'm with you on that, buddy. I'm definitely with you. He's one of my favourites, because you can't go wrong with Grimlocks. That's why it's crazy that, you know, when this new one comes out, the Tiger one, the yellow one, they're going to have 3 uses of that Grimlock mould, and I haven't even got my Snarl yet, never mind, and Swoop's not even been revealed. So there's going to be some... Trying to get this there. Is that a bit better? There we go. I can't even see. You can't beat Grimlock. And I'm glad as a kid that they didn't combine, because I think they just never, it wouldn't be right. I don't mind. It's weird. I know that sounds really strange. With the new ones combining, I'm completely cool with that, because that's what they want them to do. But if the original ones had combined, I don't know. I just don't think it would have worked. The original Predator King's amazing. Grimlock, no, he never does. Grimlock. Yeah, actually, tell a lie, Ultra Marcus. I think the United one, or the Classics one, whichever one it is. The one that's not one of the greatest figures, to be fair. It really isn't. There could be so many. Squawk Talk was one of my favourites. Also, that's amazing. Optimus Prime with Apex Armor, Jinrai, of course, maybe one of the best. It's completely agree with you there. So it's got Jinrai with the Apex Armor you're on about. And many blues and red thing going. Currently have soft things for Earthspark Megs. I was nearly brought Earthspark Megs the other day. I know that obviously you guys are into your Earthspark. And I meant to, but for some reason I just didn't get around to it. I've started watching them again with my son, and they're good. They do have a little bit, someone said you need to get past, don't you think the price is so crazy now for Grimlock, which the Studio Series 86? I've heard it's nuts. I've got the turquoise G2 Grimlock. I think that's the rarest rarest Grimlock figure, because everyone's got the blue but not the turquoise one, because it's not even like a sun fade. It is a definite different colour. But that's a great figure as well, to be honest. Really nice figure. It's mad what colour schemes do to figures. But some of your figures that guys mentioned I've never even seen, so it's definitely interesting for me. Yeah, make a note of it, or like cast, have a nose at them, because, well, that's it. I mean, look at it. The franchise has been going for 40 years. If you think that they knock out, I mean, how many figures do you reckon they put out a year? Is it 3 waves? 3 waves of mainline. So Generations do 3 waves, don't they? And in each wave you get a leader, 2 Voyager, and 5 deluxe, and then usually a couple of core class. So there's 3 of them just in the one toy line. Never mind Studio Series, never mind Studio Series Gamer, never mind Earth Spark, never mind Masterpiece, never mind. You can't keep up with it. It's stupid. The only way that you're ever going to keep up with it is if you're a millionaire and if you've got, you know, abundance of space. Another guy Hardy, but yeah, I love Jeff Hardy boys lot. Agree with Gina and God Bomber, there's everything a toy should lots. Yeah, this is what I've said loads of times, and this is one of the main reasons why I love all these behind me. Yes, they're basic, yes, they're plastic. He can't have Ultra Marks because I've not got mine. I've pre-ordered mine, same as you. So he can't have, so because he hasn't sent us Snarl yet. But that's why I love the Japanese things, because they're all play sets. They're all different. Yeah, that's it. You bailed on Modern Hasbro. Good idea too. They're all, I mean, like Victory Saber, Star Saber, they've got a base mode, Diatlas, big powered, combined mode, base mode, motors on them. Even just like the basic figures, I'm just looking around, like the combining, oh dear. I don't want to knock all these over because that one's sealed. Oh, no. Stay there. But like these, even just the 6 trains. Obviously, before they released these in under, was it Cybertron or Universe or whatever, they made these, and they made, you know, the little Micromasters, and they made them combine. Just absolute genius, to be fair. Everything was a little play set. Everything was a bit of fun. Everything you could do things with, you know, they released things like heads in packets on their own, engines in little packets on their own. They're just nuts. They went nuts for them. That's why I loved them. That's why I think they're ace. Always been a big fan of G1 Whirl. Yes, it's not. It's what is it? What is Whirl? I've seen it because it's dark blue, the normal one is. Oh, I nearly brought one the other day because it was ridiculously cheap. Someone had listed it wrong, and then I think somebody else must have realised, like me, and then the price went silly, so I didn't get it. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, it's by Bandai, but what's its name? It's called, I can't think what it's called. I know what you mean. I know you mean Bandai, but I can't think of the name of the actual product. Chuck's got one on his website, but again, I saw it for way less than that. It was listed. It was on one of the Japanese sites, of course it was, and it was really cheap. Because he'd listed it wrong. He'd spelt a few things wrong on it. So I thought, right, I'll watch that. But then a couple of other people must have noticed it as well. So it just went insane. So I stayed away from that. Which was nuts. But I can't think what it is, but I'm trying to stay away. I keep saying I'm trying to stay away from pre-Transformers. Obviously, I got that Mechabot, the French Omega Supreme the other day. I got a Valkyrie by fluke in one of the collections. Do you think they're better today or from the 80s and 90s? It depends on what you're looking at, Outcast, because these are great questions. I like things like this. I mean, obviously, most of the people who are in this chat now had some original ones when they were kids. And of course, this is what I always, that's it, Takatotu. Thanks, Magnum. What's the word I'm after? So, you know, and loads of people say this, and I love the fact that people say this. We didn't have articulation, we had imagination, and it's totally true. Like the throttle bots, I absolutely loved the throttle bots. And what is a throttle bot? It's a pullback car, which you just flip up. So I loved them. Now, of course, you know, again, I'm looking at just some of the ones around me. They're incredible. They're, you know, for a seeker like that, it's amazing. Don't tempt Russ, he's running out of room. It's called Dorvac, same as Roadbuster, that's it. But what was I saying? So the new ones are great that they give you that, but the other ones, you know, kids laugh at our ones now, but you just, I think it's for nostalgia, isn't it? It's nostalgic reasons that I love the original one. Same as you guys, no matter whatever your generation was, whatever your first few figures that you picked up, whatever, that'll be your ones. That's it. Overlong Gazette. That's it. Thank you very much, Pete. I knew you'd know. Yes, Pathosis. I've been offered so many Diaclone, but I can't afford it. Just can't afford Diaclone. It's insane. As I said, the only Diaclone that I've got a Red Sunstreaker. Picked him up in a collection fluke. The original Valkyrie. The only one I went and brought in intentionally was the red tracks, so the red Corvette, because it's got this Corvette Stingray on the stickers. I've run out of space, Jazz. I've run out of space. That's why I'm gutted. That's why I've got things in boxes. That's why I've got things in the loft. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the phrase. That's all you need to think of. As I say, we had our imagination. So you didn't need articulation if you had imagination. Yeah, I mean, they were so basic. They didn't really do anything, but it was your head, wasn't it? That's the thing. You'd make them play. You'd make them do whatever you want. Overland Gazette. And I know he's just put it, but that's exactly what it was. I nearly brought one of them. Again, Tim Banerjee's well into that. You haven't required E-Hobby Ultra Magnus Empowered Convoy. That's the one I want, mate. That's the one that I really, really want. But I saw one on eBay and it was stupid, and I didn't buy it because it was stupid. There's literally, I've got a list of, that's one of them. There's that blue Ultra Magnus, there's Fire Guts Jinrai, and there's Ghost Starscream, and they're all E-Hobby, and they're really the only ones that I'm not even saying I'm looking for, because to be honest, at the moment I'm not spending. I'm still paying off all the really nice people who've let me have things from them and pay them in installments. So I'm not actively looking to buy anything Astro Train. But they're the main three that I'm after. As and when they come, if and when they come, I'm not really bothered. Of course I want them. If I saw one at a reasonable price. Now it depends what I mean by a reasonable price. I won't, you can get a Fire Guts Jinrai now on eBay, but I'm not paying that much. And you can get a Ghost Starscream on eBay now, but again, I think that they're overpriced. So yeah, there's that one. But I really think, Pete, I can massively see that they're going to release that Anime Astro Train under the thingy, under the retro toy line. So as soon as they do that, where did you get Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime? Which one? This one, the Studio Series one. The Studio Series 1 is available on Hasbro Pulse, and it has been for ages. But this one, funnily enough, I got from the online shop in the UK called In Demand. I always refer to them, In Demand Toys UK. They manage to get everything. Yeah, that's where I got this one from as well. All the early ones, they get them all. Of course, but you still need E-Hobby. Yeah, you're probably right, Pete, but I'm not paying £600 for an Astro Train. And you're terrible. He's really, really. Are you from the UK? Chips Ahoy Boy. That's a great name. That's a great name. Are you in the UK, pal, or not? Because obviously, we've already discussed it. There will be one. There will definitely be one at thingy. What's the one about? TF Nation. There's going to be loads. Oh dear. If you're not, where are you from, Chips? Are you in America? Because they're in Target. I still have imagination. I need it when my son like. Yeah, exactly. That's what toys are about. That's what the fun thing about some of the Earthspark ones are. They're just really just fun toys. So they're in Target, matey. They've been in Target for ages. The amount of American reviews I've seen is crazy. Next movie deco figure would have been Cup for sure. Ah, yeah. I'm getting you back into getting me back. It's true. Everybody keeps getting me back. We're all as bad as each other. Do you find that? That's a good question for you guys in the chat. Lots of you know me on a personal level now as well, which is nice. But have you got like another sort of, like a couple of friends who you sort of bad influence, or not bad influence, but you like tempt everybody? I've been blamed on here numerous of times for getting people into Japanese figures. And I've mentioned Tim Banerjee earlier on about the thingy. He's actually in my phone as Evil Tempter because he just keeps finding stuff. He'll find stuff that I'm like, I don't need any more, Tim. Like I've just said to you guys, I've just said, I'm not really after anything. I'm not buying anything. And then he'll message me, say, look what I've found. And I'm like, oh. I don't want that, or I do want it, but I haven't got the money. And then, as I say, then he keeps it for me or whatever, things like that. He's the one who's got me massively on the mini bots at the moment. Not the South American ones. He's not gone for them, and not that Thesema one I just put up as well. He's all about normal. So you know, Pete, you just said about circle stamps and stuff. Here's Tim Banerjee's like with the mini bots. Well, you just put Doctor Who Cosmos. No, get him from Andy. You won't get him at TFN. Get him from. Use my code at Show Z. It's cheap as chips. Use my code. Don't go for speedy shipping, and it'll come. He comes in a pack with Ramjet. He comes. Here you go. I'll show you. My reviews. He comes in a pack with Ramjet. They come in a 2-pack. Doctor Who. I've just paid all the thingy. There it is. It's only $26.99. But if you go on this, there they are. Where are they? There they are. But if you go to there and if you type in Toys R Us and where it says keep supporting Giraffe, and then don't go for speedy shipping, they'll knock $3 off for you. So you'll get them for about 18 quid. Something like that, even less than that if you're in the UK. No, but whatever it works out to, it works out really cheap. That's where all these are from. That's why I keep getting them, because they do that. It's ace. Doctor Who's brilliant. They don't need to hold a gun, Mike. They tempt me too much. Everybody tempts me. Don't forget to type in thingy, Toys R Us at the top. Let me know if you get struck. If you get stuck, I'll just show you what to do again. I think I've said it to really. I might do. I've got a couple of quite rare ones that I managed to get double of. So let me just tell this to Andy. In fact, Andy, if you want, I'll put it in the chat afterwards what to do. But I think I've said anyway. It's in that bar there where it says you need to. Well, if it's a Megatron, yes, I'll buy it. Where it says support your favorite reviewer, type Toys R Us, all one word, TOYSARERUSS, and then you go. That's for everybody as well. Everybody, you can use that. You don't need to be a member. You can just buy that. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to use Big Powered as an example for this. And the thing is, nowadays, because there's so many collectors, sometimes you can see something, then you might not see it again for another 5 or 6 years. Or if you do see it again, it's doubled or tripled in price. I can give you a brilliant example of that for Big Powered, which is Diatlas, Sonic Bomber and Sonic. Wait a minute. Sonic Bomber and I can't think. I've forgotten the names. Sonic Bomber and Road. It's not Road Grabber. That's the other one. Anyway, Diatlas. Them three, I had him in my watch list on eBay, individually boxed from Japan for years and years and years. But because they collectively were, they added up to about £400 for all three, I just didn't pull the trigger. So we're going back to the early 20 teens, because I moved house in 2015. And then just before I moved, I thought, you know what, I'll treat myself. I'll actually get them before I move into this house I'm in now, before we start a family and all that stuff, and I'll just buy them. And I went to buy them there and then, and they'd gone. And like now they're all triple that. You can't even get a Diatlas boxed for that. Never mind all three. Roadfire, Sonic Bomber, and you can't get one of them for 400 quid in a box. It's upsetting, because I left it for as long as I did, and they just blew up. Big Powered I love Big Powered. The Doctor Who Megatron is on pre-order, pal. I've got nothing bad to say about them. I love the fact that they've even got, thanks for jumping on, Chips Ahoy boy. They've even got a Bape Prime. Look, they've got a Bape Prime Commander. It's class. It's so good. Yeah, it's fun. Bape, rather than just the standard ones. They're basically, guys, anybody who used to collect official Takara WST, which I did. This is the official Takara WST, which stands for World's Smallest Transformer. That's their version of Optimus Prime in 2003. And then what we've got now is Doctor Wu's version. So it's the same height. That's it. There we got mentioned. That's it. There you go. They're the same height, but with a million times more articulation and a much more complex transformation process. So I'm hoping that these, no, I don't have a Pepsi Optimus Prime, unfortunately. That's one that's on my list, but at the moment it's not a necessity. What I'm hoping is that Takara will see that Doctor Wu are doing this, and then they'll reintroduce this line, because this line was great. I really liked the the official WST line. Did you get the Joy Tour one figures and they announced these? Yeah, that's it. There are we. So that's a Takara one. As I say, this is the Doctor Who. So I love the fact, I love the small ones. I've always liked the small ones. They're as big as, they're as big, I mean, they're only just a bit bigger. There's one of the War for Cybertron. Sorry, someone asked me a question earlier about Kingdom and War for Cybertron. I've forgotten. There's a War for Cybertron cassette, and there's Doctor Who's G2 Ramjet. Same height-ish. But the transformation's 18 steps on this little dude. So much fun. Anybody who's not seen these, I need to work for Doctor Who. I need to get, I'm doing the good, I'm pumping them all up, spreading the word, but they're great. They're so much fun. Same as the world's smallest Transformers. That's why I want them to make them again. Oh, he's gone off them because they aren't just small, they're all based. Exactly that. That's why I love them, Hyperlink. That's exactly why I started buying them. And then I didn't even realise, but I had some third-party figures years and years ago. They were the Just It Toys Dinobots. I had them. I've got them still. And again, exactly the same transformation process. Of course I've got Jazz. I've got, I may get one. Which one may you get, Dave? Jazz, I mean, yeah, Jazz. Just type in just type into the search bar Jazz on my channel. I've got 6 different G1 versions, pal. Never mind newer ones, just G1, different variations of box. All 5 G1 Predacons in the box. They're loose inside. That's a great price, Mike. That's really good. So what's that? $60 each? $60 each for a box Predacon. That's insane. There, see, that proves that there is deals to be made out there somewhere. That is nuts. That's a great deal. I love it. I love hearing stories like this when people find bargains and things, because it is hard to find a good bargain now. I think there's too many people who are aware. There's too many people who, even if they don't know what they're selling, they just put it on eBay and list it as Transformers, and they sell really well. What you guys have got in America and that, you've got these things obviously called thrift stores, and we haven't got anything like that. I've seen people pick up that, and you have garage sales, garage sales review. David, do the thing which I just said. Use my code on Shows ePal if you want. Use my code, and then you'll get $3 off it when you go to. Don't choose whatever it is, speedy shipping. Just go for normal. I've got the Martini Jazz as well, which is the different one to the standard Jazz, where it actually says Martini on the name. Plastic or metal? Oh, good question with regards to the Predacons. Mike, which are they? Plastic or metal versions of the Predacons? Either way, you've got a bargain, but if you've got the metal ones, you've got even more of a bargain. I've been bit on my arm. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I don't know what's bit me there. I don't even know what I share, absolutely everything, but that's true. I want to, yeah, that's a great question. What's your best bargains then? Anybody who's in the chat, what's your best bargains that you've found by pure fluke or picked up? Is it an eBay? Is it in person? I hear all these ones all the time. A good friend of mine, Neil Rockman, found an absolute load. Yeah, we don't get anything like that. If you think about it, Jazz, like what do we actually get? I call it our charity shops. When was the last time you saw a Transformer in a charity shop? You don't see them. There's about 4 or 5. I pass 2 on my way to work every day. I've not seen one. Not seen one in there ever. Because if I did, even if it was a Bayverse one, I'd buy it because it'd be about 40p. And then I'd sell it in the toy section. I don't find any Transformers. I think in the UK, I think, again, even if people don't know what they are, even as long as they know it's a Transformer. David, don't go on eBay. Don't go on eBay, David. The Triptychon Doctor Who on Shows these $30, $36. And he is, and I know because Brandon Kirk, leader. Oh yeah, that was a crazy price. Yeah, these they're $36 on thingy now. Literally on Shows right now, pal. Do not spend that much money. Today about Jazz G2 missing a left off $7. I got a complete G1 Carnivac for $40. Really? That's quite good. Yeah, that is good. Make toys contact shot point blank 67. Wow. I love it. This is great stories. Let's see what else people got, because I look around. David, message me on Instagram and I'll send you a link, my friend. Message me on Instagram. You've got my Instagram. I will send you a direct link, and I'll tell you what to do, and I'll get you in me for whatever it's 36 quid. With your shipping included as well. So let me know. Do it. Obviously, I'm going to go to bed when I finish this. You guys will still be up. But, yeah, let me know and I'll help you out with that. I think the best I had, I think I got a boxed G1 ratchet about 2 years ago for £20. It was just listed as Transformers, and it was a Generation 1 boxed ratchet. That was quite cool. No inner bubble or whatever, but it was still just a boxed ratchet. Evolution twin cast for £26. Oh, that's not bad actually. Yeah, that's quite cheap. There's a good couple of websites in the UK, Davinia. You need to check out things like Toy Dip. They drop silly prices now and again on things. Like all of the Velocitron figures at the moment are on there for £10, I think, which is I know that most people don't really want them anymore, but they're still good figures. You've still got obviously Clampdown and Road Rocket and all that. But I think anybody who still finds, I'm always dubious when people still find a sealed G1 figure somewhere, because I think now, I don't know. I mean, I better quit my shift to get home and watch the. I don't even know what you do, but that's nice. $15 leader class mix. That's good. That's good. Even if that's now, even if it's, which one was it though? Was it the premium one or is it the standard one? Because there's 2 leader class Megatrons, and the premium one's one of my favourite figures. And I know people who are watching this might be thinking, what? That's really good. That's really good. Pathosis, well done. Thingy stamp. Yeah, I know, as I was saying, it's a Bayverse figure, but I love the premium 2007 leader class Megatron. The paint scheme works brilliant. Do you know what, Mike? For that price, it doesn't matter. Were they complete with both swords and the guns? And all that matters is you can combine them. It doesn't matter. And you've got the boxes. I've not even got the Hasbro boxes for Predacons, because the Predacons, believe it or not, pal, they weren't released in the UK. Nowhere. That's another one on the list. I always forget them when people say, when I tell people what we didn't get in the UK. You like the, oh, okay, interesting. Great price though, pal. Great price on that. With the Mecha Live and the chest and the, no, that's the 2009 version. I'm getting mixed up, but it's still got the thing in the chest. What was I saying then? Yeah, Predacons not released in the UK. One of the first things that I started to hunt down as soon as I found the Japanese websites, and I brought them all in the box. And they of course had the gift set box originally before any of the reissues as well, which is great. It's like a briefcase. In fact, oh no, you can't see it. It's covered up. It's covered up at the back there. It's like a suitcase. It's huge. The gift set. And the bot itself is huge. The combined form of G1 Predator. Obviously, it's nowhere near as big as the new one, but the weight on it is massive. Where the Pretender combiners, I've been told. I'll answer that in a minute, Jazz. I've been told by a load of reliable sources that Monstructor was available in the UK, but I never saw him. I never saw him anywhere. Loads of people have commented. Loads of people have messaged me saying, because I think I said it in one of my videos. Which one's the Bumblebee? Which? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's nuts. Someone just which figures don't stand up anymore. I'm quite lucky because I've upgraded over the years, but the ones that don't stand up standard are things like Swoop. Soundwave's notoriously bad. But yeah, what I've done over the years is I've upgraded if I get one, and that's how I've ended up with this. Just ended up with, because I've started off buying ones which were rubbish, just to have a bit of play around with. And I thought, oh, actually, I'll get a bit of a better one to put on display. Oh, actually, I want one with a weapon. And then I sold the other one. Then, oh, actually, I want one in a box. Then I sold the other one, etc. But they are so really good. They are very, very rare, as I say. I had to pick up mine, and I think you've seen this already, Pete. Someone sent me a message on, is Dave, if you can help, I'm always looking for it. Right, anyway. I had to get the Italian version, which of course is the same. But I had to go down. He just changes search parameters to, you know this, anyway, change your search parameters to European Union, and then type in gig, and then you find more then. Oh, David, David, is that David's the one who's messaging me now on Instagram? Is that David CT on here? Ah, there you go. So there you just answered it. Okay, so what I'll do, Dave, is I'll send it you. See, you got him from Woolworths. I've heard they were available in Woolworths, but I never saw them. Never saw them at all. So David's ET, who just messaged me on Instagram because it appeared on here, I'll reply to you after this, pal. But I'll send you the link and I'll tell you what to do. And then yeah, then you can have your own little Triptychon. Perfect. There you go. That's confirmed that. So is that what you're after, Pete? Is that you after Monstructor, by the signs of it? You search on all the European eBays. You did the same as me, didn't you? Yeah, you change the thing in the top of the bar and it helps. But now we know that. Now I can help you out as well. Peter, you going to TF Nation? You weren't in the. I think you didn't answer in the beginning. I know that Ultra Marcus said he was, and I know that Colin is. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter who Colin is. I know Magnum Prime is as well. Brandon is my buddy Victor. Just got to trade for the Black Megatron for a couple of boxes of Pokemon cards. You're breaking my Monstructor. Mine's. I'm quite lucky with my Monstructor. All of mine, my bird brain, I've got a sealed one intact, combined one intact. Yes, he definitely does. He's got one in his window, in his display. He put that up on Facebook literally 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm really lucky with the only figure that I've ever had a gold plastic syndrome issue with is. I haven't even booked mine. I think there's tickets. There must be tickets because well, there better be because I've not booked any. I haven't booked mine yet. I'm only going on the Saturday. I think the weekend I think the hotel and everything's sold out. The hotel always sells out. But with regards to actual tickets, I think they just let as many as they can in, obviously, for obvious reasons. What was I saying? I'll keep an eye out for you. I was going to say something else then as well. I can't think. Oh, GPS, yeah. The Predator's guns, they're useless. I've got no intact guns for any of my Predators, and I've got about 12. I know there's only 4, but I've got so many loose versions because I've been upgrading and I've still not got a working gun. Magna, I've got 2 of them, no issues with him. Skyquake, them, no issues with him. Stratosphere, yeah, but that's weird, isn't it? Stratosphere is 2009. What happened to the concept battle convoy figure? Yeah, the one with the king. Oh, that one, I think I saw that. Guzzy Hero, Guzzy's jumped in, he loves Thunderclash. Thunderclash, I broke the weapon on, that's about it. Guzzy's in, I have the guns for my Predators, just need a complete snare. See, she got one up on me there. I'm trying to think of the other gold plastic. Kill Bison. I'm going oh yeah, you said I need to book mine now then, if they're going to sell out. Rudy's going to be there as well, Ultra Marcus and Magnum, if you're in the chat. So Rudy's I'm going to book it. In fact, here we go. I'm going to do it now whilst I'm chatting to you guys. So carry on chatting, because if I miss out, I'm already Unicron from there. I'm going to book mine as I'm talking to you guys now, because I need to make sure I'm going for obvious reasons. No, okay. I don't know what it is. Oh, there. It should be back. I think it's back now. Is it back? I don't know what happened. I thought it was. Doesn't matter. It's okay. No worries. Okay. All right. Am I back? Let me know if I'm back. I think it's the weather. I've got horrendous weather. Really bad wind. Storms. Right, not just yet. There you go. I can read that. All the numbers have dropped down. Where have you all gone? Oh, here we go. Back. Here it all comes. No, everybody's gone. Everybody's back. I'm back. There we go. Yes, you're back. Does anyone from Express seem good? I was just great memory. I don't know what happened there, guys. Not got a clue. Sorry. I've lost a load of you because of that, obviously, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully you all come back. You got bad wind. We've got really bad wind. It's horrendous. Not me. Outside, blowing everything over. My little lad's basketball hoop's been blown off and everything. It's mad. What was we saying? I don't even know. I think TF Nation. I'm not going to go on there just in case it crashes it again. I'll book it straight after. GPS, yeah. It's crazy that it's still new. It's crazy that it was still rather in 2009 figures. There we go, back up to 33. It's windy day. It's really bad up here, Pete. I mean, blowing. I went to Tesco early and the trolleys were being blown across the car park. It was crazy, even with nothing in it. That's how strong the wind was. It was blowing empty trolleys across the car park. Mental. No, so Predator Jets, I need to get them. That's my next target, really. I've got every figure, but they're not. There's only a few. Video fuzzy. It should. Is it still fuzzy? I don't know. I've got a repeater and everything downstairs. There's Lionel. He's from Eck. I've got your Scorch in a box round here, pal. In fact. There he is. Thank you. Lionel, this one's for you. I'll forward it to you. Well, I've not even opened it yet. There you go, talking to Europeans. Looks really nice, actually. I've not took it out of the box. I just made sure it was there. I will forward that to you when the rest of your stuff comes as well, buddy. There you go. Loads of people will be asking for that now as well. But that's what I like to do on this channel. It's like we all like to do in the community. We help each other out. So that was Scorch. No problem, pal. He's coming. He's on his way. Well, once your hurricane stuff comes as well, then I'll send it off. We were literally... I've not looked at them. I should have a look. I've got loads. I was going to say, you've just come in, Lionel, at a perfect time. We are literally talking Predators right now. We are talking Predators and GPS on them. Going back to the 07 leader makes. Oh, what's that mean? Hello, Don. What's that mean? What's up, mate? I don't know what's going on. Don, I don't know what's going on. Everything's jumping up and down. Am I still there? I don't know what's going on. The chat's all going a bit daft. Nuts. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to have a look at the missiles then, Pete, because I've got loads. I've got Vulcan kind, not you, Edwards, of course. Yeah, them Predators. Outcast, I always appreciate the memories of these. I am, that's okay, as long as I'm still here, because the number, I dropped 10 people watching in the space of like 2 seconds, so I didn't say anything bad. I don't know what's happened. I just got the one like 2 months ago. What was I going to say? Can't think. No, I've not checked. I need to check. I've got loads of them, because I think there's about 18 that come with Skyquake alone, something stupid. So, and I've got 2 of them, so I'll check that out. See if they're any different. Or do you mean the difference between the green and the yellow ones? The concept head. I don't know. I don't know with the concept head with Megs. There's too many versions of Megs. There's too many movie versions of Megs anyway. Why there was a difference. I'll keep my eye out at TF Nation. They've got bad wind. See, everybody's got bad wind where they are. I don't know what it was. The whole Wi-Fi just dropped, and then I went out there, and there's a repeater disc, and that had even turned off. So I was like, I lost it all. I don't know, in the packet. You can't see it now. Typically, you can't see nothing. It's I don't know now you've said that. I'll have a look and I'll try and... I'll have a look in a second. I've got my graded ones down there. I'll have a look for you, see if you can... Send me a picture of yours and then tell me if you know what the difference is. I had to be a big boy and carry it myself. I don't know what I was saying then. But there's so many different variants. That's the other problem that I find collecting all these. That's what I enjoy. I love the variant hunt. Almost got a sealed box Thunderclash, but didn't pull the trigger because of gold plastic. I was going to say, if it's sealed, it doesn't really make... Fanboy shows in as well. There you go. If you're right, buddy. If it's sealed and you're not going to open it, it doesn't make a difference, does it? If you're going to open it, then who knows? But it's not so bad it's come about. People were worried about the Dino King, but it's not. I think it's normal plastic, painted gold. The actual gold plastic. I did a video on it, as I say. The only one that it broke, but it was 100% my fault. And it was, I told people, then I'll tell you guys now, but some of you may know it, some may not. I had, is it Skyhopper? No, it's not. Skyhopper's the helicopter. What is Skyhammer? It's Skyhammer. Whoa, there you go. They're all going too fast. Yeah, my Black Sarac's fine. I actually knocked mine over when in the move. I knocked, no, it's Skyhammer, the Mega Pretender from G1. I knocked him clean off a shelf, and the whole base is gold. And then that, of course, just that's my worst experience. But it was all my fault. It fell from a height of top of the bookcase. It must have been about, not this bookcase, another one. It must have fallen a good at least 5.5 feet, and it fell and it hit the deck, and it just literally like a piece of glass. So I've seen it happen. But with all mine, my Black Sarek, I literally as well, when I moved these shelves here, I knocked him off one of these shelves and I moved, and I just felt sick. But then I picked him up and he was completely intact. Yeah, that's it. So I'm really lucky with my Black Zarek. I've not loosened the screws on his feet. I've not done anything. I even got, for some stupid reason, I even got the original Rarichi, not this one, the original Rarichi out of the box for this, and transformed him for the Rarichi video, which was very stupid, but I did it. So no, my Black Zarek's lucky. It's things like this one. This is the one that I seem to see have the most damage. Kill Bison. This one's got that whole neck bit snapped off there, because this one, it should be intact. There you are. There's an intact one, and there's a broken one. But I'm quite lucky. G2 Slingshot, I've never owned one of them, but apparently he's bad. And what's that? Is his name Electro or something? Is his name Electro, the G2 figure? I think it's Electro. It's something like that. G2 Slingshot's terrible, isn't it? It really is. You don't see them at all. I read that people Black Zarek take off all the gold bits and boot. I'm not going to do that. I've read that as well, Pathosis, but there's no way that I'm going to do that. The hot rod car, what's the European version? Kill Bison, yeah, the laser rod. That's him, yeah, the laser rod. He's called Electro. Outcast, thanks for jumping in. I will see you at TF Nation, mate. Just let me know. Send a message. Send it in our. Send it. What's it? I was going to say. Send it. What's it called? In the thing. And yeah. That's it. The members. Send it. The members Discord. We'll all meet up beforehand. And then if you're worried or if you're nervous or anxious, then we'll all walk in together. So yeah, do drop us a message on the Discord, pal. Definitely. Ultra Market is still in there. Yeah, I was just going to say, Magnum just put up about Blue. Which one did I have on that snapped? One of my Constructicons snapped the other day, just literally for no reason. I was long haul. I was transforming long haul and he snapped in two. So I think it's just any plastic. The older it gets, the more brittle it becomes. Let's be honest. I know that sun damaged plastic makes a big difference. That can be really brittle. People who bleach their own white plastics, they can become really brittle. Obviously the gold one's just the way it's made, but I think it's just a thing that happens with age. I'm looking at a few of the figures. I mean, Vortex, look at Vortex. I've got Vortex's arm there. I think he's one of the worst. Got to be, isn't he? Phil's in. Wait, where's Phil been for like 3 months? Nice to speak to you, honestly, buddy. It's been too long. I actually sent you a private message the other day, but I don't think you got it. I shall definitely have a think about it, so I don't have Discord. Just, yeah, do it on Insta, and then meet us up there. That's it. On Slaughter G1 legs, yes, they are. I've had nose cone and Sinister and break them in the last year. That's what I mean. I think it's just plastic. Vortex and Blast Off, just the little ball and socket joints in the arms. Figures that I've broken in the last year. It's definitely Vortex. Long haul. I'm trying to think. I've been relatively lucky. Oh, hopelessly late. Don't worry about it, Phil. I thought this is just impromptu. Put it up yesterday, and you may have noticed that I put it up wrong. I put it up for tomorrow, and I had to cancel it and re-put it on for today anyway. I met Russ for 5 minutes last year, and the next thing I knew, there's only 5 guys with 4 people I never met. It's true, that is, Andy. That was. That's exactly that. That was so funny. Andy just like met us at TF Nation, and the next thing you know, me, him, Tim Banerjee, and I don't even remember who else it was. We were all going to get some dinner. It was funny. It's not so. That's it. Do you have some air recycling? Nope. It's something I need to get. I need to get a dehumidifier for when it gets really hot, because it's okay. Thank fam. I've got a few. I've got a few. So I'm all right. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I need to get a dehumidifier because I've got so many sealed on card figures, which I'm really gonna panic about if it gets really hot, because I need more. I need actually more cases, but everything's just stupid prices at the moment with regards to everything. Doing very well. Good. As I say, Phil, it's good to have you on here. I did message you privately, but obviously I don't think you've got it. I think I did it on I don't know. It was either on Facebook or something, because I hadn't spoke to you in ages. But funnily enough, while you're there, thanks, pal. They came and they're safe. I was on about them earlier. Legacy, Armada, Megatron, Armada, Optimus Prime, Beach coming in turn. Wow. Armada Megas is brilliant. I've not got Armada Prime yet. Beachcomber's fantastic. Obviously, I did a video review on him. See, that's how weird it is. We got these quite early, but the Commander class, nowhere to be seen as of yet. I really like this. Basic, but I liked it. I think it was good. I don't know what you guys thought of that. Don't worry about it, Phil. It was just basically just saying, just checking in, see how you are, because I've not seen you, I've not seen or heard anything from you in ages, that's all. It's on one of them. It's either on that My Transformers G1 Skydive and his legs came off. The stopper tabs just ceased to exist. In my opinion, the Armada Prime is the... Really? Now, that is controversial, because everybody so far obviously would say hands down that it'll be Jetfire. Now, if he's up to Jetfire standard, then that's impressive. Skylynx is good. I've perhaps not given it as much time as I'd like as he should have. But Jetfire is unbelievable. What was the other one? Rodimus was okay. I loved Motormaster, to be honest. I really liked Motormaster, one of my favourite figures of last year. So I'm waiting. If he's as good as what you're saying he is, I'm really intrigued to see what he's like. I don't know when he's coming out in the UK, to be fair. I know it's, again, very different. All our release dates are very different all over the place. To be honest, it's strange just how different they are, and I don't know why they're different. But I want to keep it. So I'm trying to think of the figures that I've still got on pre-order. So I've got Snarl, the Gamer Edition Wave 2. The Minor Megatron is really weak knees. Them two, you see, I've got them ordered, but they haven't appeared anywhere yet. And also, oh, good. Glad you had a nice holiday. I forgot I'd ordered them as well. That's the other thing. They're going to do some more of them. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some more of them released in what's the one? SDCC next week. And I'm sure we're going to get, I think we all know we're going to get a Magnus, don't we, to be honest? Studio Series 86 Magnus, so that's going to be interesting. So that's going to be Commander class as well. So there's going to be, I mean, there's loads of things already. As I say, we've had these all the reveals, as well as all the third-party stuff from TFCon Toronto. There's SDCC next week, which is going to be an abundance of new figures. I think they're going to actually put the Wardawn pack up, I believe so as well. So I know that everybody wants that Ariel and Orion packs, not Orion, Dion. I think that's going up next weekend for everybody who wants that. So that'll be good. I don't know what else. Well, there's so many of you in there. What's the ones that you guys want? What's the ones that you want? Or what's, because of course the new waves we've seen like Bludgeon and that, we can't order them yet. What's your favourite ones of that, of them ones? Whilst everybody's here chatting away. Bludgeon looks good, but I wish they'd have not used Tarn. I love Tarn. I'm torn between it because I'm looking at Tarn now. I think he's ace. Yeah, they're going to definitely do that. We know they are. They're going to just redeco it. They're going to completely role reverse, aren't they? We've got the two little ones. Nothing for me. Good on Pete. Pete's being sensible. Got some good stuff coming next week. Mostly Zoids and Hexagear. Yes, 86 core Rumble. See, guys in America, he's so scarce over here. He's nuts. So I'm going to be doing that soon. I'm looking forward to him. I'm just looking at my 86 shelf here right in front of me, and I'm thinking there's another one missing, to be fair. What about Snarl, Phil? Any word on Snarl? Is Snarl coming soon, or is he August? Because he's supposed to be August. But I know that some people have got theirs early. And Ultra Marcus was actually asking earlier on if I'd got my Snarl, and I was like, no, I haven't got my Snarl. Someone in the Tips chat got G2 dead end today. Looks must have. I'm looking forward to ST62 tobacco. Junkosaurus. That's so funny. The Junkosaurus, I still think they've got something else that they're not telling us, to be fair. I still think that there's I definitely think that there's something else. The Blue Rumble. I think that they're going to, what were we just saying there? I don't know what we were just saying. I can't remember. I can't even think what we were just saying. Something about they're going to reveal. The Rumble has been a nightmare to get. Yeah, Snarl is August then. Thought so. I don't know what's going on. Spinny wheel, spinny wheel. It's saying that I'm live here. I'm going to have to just make sure everything's off. Am I back? I can see you guys. You guys are still there, hopefully. I don't know what's going on. I'm not touching that iPad anymore. I'm not touching anything. Buffering. I don't know what's going on. As I say, guys, apologies, but anybody who's in the UK knows right now that there's really, really bad weather at the moment. So that's the only thing I think it is. We're really suffering with it over here at the moment. It's not good. That's happened twice now, Phil. I don't know what's done it. It's not good. It always happens that way. You can't see John Cena. I've got a Mirage John Cena t-shirt. It's brilliant. Mirage, we're doing a hologram saying you can't see me, which is funny. I need to do more of them. Someone was talking about retro release. I think that's it. David Hunt is in. Nice to have David there. Good. Probably it's got to be the Storm. Yeah. Oh, you've got him already. That's proper good. Maybe I have to do that then. Got Snarl a couple of weeks ago through Star Action. I wonder how they got theirs. This is what's crazy, how they all go up and down and appear in different places. And I don't know. It's mad. It's mad how they get it. I know obviously it's something that frustrates everybody. It frustrates people all around the world, never mind just in the same country. I keep getting loads of people saying, as I say, just about this. I've had loads of people ask about this, but this is, it's just on in demand. But in America, it's a Target exclusive, isn't it? So it's tougher to get in America. Sorry, tougher to get in the UK. I'm just trying to think of other ones that we don't see. Singapore seem to get loads of stuff in, don't they? You got a Storm as well, have you, David? They've said it was going to be bad, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad, that it actually shuts. If the whole power goes, then we're in trouble. But I'm going to do another one of these in 2 weeks anyway. This one's just an impromptu 8K. I want to do one. I want to get Bumblebee involved, the RoboSend Bumblebee, but I'm just waiting for the directive from RoboSend of what they want me to do. That's a great figure, you know, to be, I say figure. It's obviously a robot. That is a crazy robot, to be fair, guys. It's nuts. Wave 2 at my local targets went from wave 1 to wave. That's weird. You missed out more completely. That's it. We had some amazing thunder and lightning earlier. The wind was ridiculous all day here. The rain came down, but I've not had any. We could be having the lightning out there. I don't know. But the weather's been awful. Yeah, everybody's panicking about. I'm hoping that the Snarl's head does line up, because remember how bad Jackpot was. Jackpot's head was awful in the golden disc. It was all completely out of line. Didn't even line up together. So fingers crossed that does. For obvious reasons. Andy, you're in the. I was just say, are you in the? Are you on the Discord as well? Then, Andy, if you've got membership, if you've not, let me know. I'll send you a link in a minute. Once we finish on here, I'll send you a link for the Discord chat. Get you involved as well. That's good to hear. Shut up. That's really good to hear. I've heard that was the biggest concern about that. Phil, while you're there, are you coming to TF Nation? I can't remember if you said if you were or not. I know that Simon's not. UK Collector Simon isn't. Me, Magnum, Brandon, Ultra Marcus, and then Rudy Zizou and a few others of the things are definitely going. So are you coming as well? People are jumping in and out now. It must be this storm. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, I can see it's crashing here now. All the names aren't coming up. There we are. It's all coming back. This is really bad. Don't we normally get storms like this in the UK, do we? I can't read any of the things. Andy, you going to TF Nation as well then? I've dropped a couple of messages in it, but Discord is very... that's okay then. Oh no, he's not going. Because he's going to be there. There you go, Ultra Marcus, because he's there as well. See, you guys are making me want to do... There's nothing that's really appeals to me on the Friday. Pete, that's nice for you to say that. It must have gone because the messages were coming up on my phone saying, you've gone again, you've gone again. So I don't know what happened with that at all. We need to sort out the NEC as well, guys. Who's going to... If anybody wants to do a stall, I think I'm going to do another one. Andy, you're there for all 3 days. Lunatic. I can't take the time off work. Saying that, I'll do a big one in America in a fortnight, in 2 years' time, and do all of it. Is it? You see, I'm really intrigued to see Snarls. I've not watched anybody's videos on it. I don't watch people's videos on it. For that reason, then I get to Swoop. There's loads of talk about Swoop, isn't there? Zort Rider on the Saturday too. The guys from the Transformers, the show, Borders Dude. Yeah, that's it. Everybody's in. You'll see all them there then, Andy. Yeah. What was I going to say about Swoop? Because obviously it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Because is he going to be leader class? Is he going to be Voyager? What's he going to be? He's got to be leader class, hasn't he? But it's, I think they're trying to, because obviously they care more about the scale of the robots, don't they? So I think they'll get it to work. It should work all right. But with regards to actual the alternate mode, it'll be difficult because there's rumours that they want to put Swoop in one of the I don't know, just another little figure to go with it to bolster it up to leader class price. I don't know. That's what I've heard people saying. But still no word in it. Maybe we'll see him in San Diego Comic-Con. Do you mind? The weather here is awful as well, pal, so that's nice to know. That's what we keep saying, Rudy. We're all good, thanks, by the way. I'm just answering loads of people's questions on here. I think Swoop, I heard, this is, and again, no one's ever confirmed it. This is the reason what he's a leader. That's what someone said. That's it, shut up. That's it. They're saying that, I hate saying that. What's your real name? Shut up. I don't want to keep yelling, shut up. That's what someone's asked for. Someone said, put Swoop in there. And you know, like obviously, instead of doing like an extra weapon pack separately, with Swoop, put all the swords that you're missing and the blasters in, so it makes it a leader class price point. That's a good idea. If they did that, if they made Swoop a leader class, but like Hot Rod's only a deluxe, but he's Voyager because of his accessories, etc. Swoop can be leader class price, but Voyager because Swoop is smaller and with all the accessories, that would make more sense to me. That would definitely make more sense to me. I'm just looking on this shelf where he'd fit, actually. If you keep wondering what I'm looking at my Studio Series 86 shelf that's right there and wondering how big he'll be. But what I was saying is the reason I believe, this is a weird reason, that he wasn't released in the UK was because they couldn't find a price point for him. That's what I heard. They can't say it was because the wings were sharp, because they'd smoothed him off, so it wasn't like the Diaclone. That's the reason, the only reason that I've ever been told. I'm hoping after the 8 day times they start pushing out. Yes. Marcus, thank you for jumping in, pal. Drop me a message. I'll meet you at TF Nation, definitely. I wish they'd do that as well. I think they need to do it, and I think they need to do it a little bit. They'll probably just add Matrix with Swoop. Maybe they could do. I don't think I'm not sure if he's as tall. I think he's near enough there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I'll have him. No, I don't mind your usual name. If you tell me your real name, if you don't mind, I'll refer to you as that. I don't mind saying it. Obviously, if that's what you want to be called, that's what you want to be called. But I would rather call like some people's names, and I'll call them by their first name. Rod spars with this play on. Yeah, that's what they should do. They do watch your channel, so hopefully they use their heads. It's true, they do. So maybe they would do. Maybe they do put that in. That would be good. Putting the swords in. I'd love it if they put the swords in because it just makes sense. Slender at the rest. Great idea, Rudy. Yes, that is a good idea, Rudy. For me, they need to be the best type. Doesn't want a decent Swoop. A must have for sure. Cannot wait for Swoop. That's a fun idea, though. I like one of those. there's too many things you think about that you can put in. Yeah, but I don't mind calling you Guzzy. That's cool. We've all got names that we don't really like, or we've just changed, or we have things. Thank you very much, GW. It looks like it will do. Wow, it's nearly midnight. All the UK guys are dropping off, but that's cool. I'm probably going to go about 20 minutes more anyway myself. It is getting late, and there's people dropping off, and I'm going to do another one in 2 weeks anyway. So, with the draw, with the giveaway, etc., I need to get a decent thing to give away, and it'll be a sort of a pre-TFN chat as well, because I know that, as I say, there's loads going from the UK, so it's going to be interesting. Swoop is top of my list for figures that I want this year from Hasbro Mainline to reveal, though. And then definitely whoever just said something about the Constructicons, we need a better one than the Combiner Wars one, which I can see right in front of me. We need a better one. I like it, but again, if you think about the improvement in technology they've had since that, it's crazy. Menasor proved that. Could do, yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, Menasor is on a different scale compared to not scale, he is on a different scale, but on a different planet compared to them, considering they were Voyager class figures. And obviously Menasor, you can't see what I'm pointing at. Devastator's there and Menasor's there. But yeah, they're just totally different. I don't think they do Metroplex again. I just can't see it. That's true. That's true. The G2 ones, I mean, I can definitely see the one. Oh no. Next up as well. I don't know what's going on with this Storm. It's nuts. Devastator, and he scales perfect. Which one was the downscaled one? I've not even seen that. I think he looks all right. I think it's weird. I think at the time when you first see it, you're like, guys are great, and then sometimes it only takes a few, you go back and you look at him and you think, well, actually that's not good at all. So I totally get that. I think the same with Predaking, to be fair. I think they could do a decent Predaking now. I get the feeling with Predaking that he felt rushed to me. He really felt sort of rushed, rather than with the Titans that, normally they spend a lot of time on them and they make them really good. I don't know, for me he's one of my weakest ones. I'm just looking at them all of them up here now, and I've still not got that one out of the box. I've still not got Cybertron Metroplex out of the box, so I can't comment on him. I need to get him out, but I need to work out where he's going to fit and how I'm going to fit him, to be honest. That's the big thing for me. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I think Titan wise, it's going to release. The HasLab's going to be up soon as well, and then it's all going to be like, whoa. I just need more space. It's nuts. And I think we've all got the same problem. It's just crazy. There is way too many things, and it's really hard to keep up. The numbers have jumped straight back up, so people, because it's nearly midnight now here, means that everybody in America is jumping on. Deformation maybe is one of them. I think you're right now. I think I've heard of that. Change my username. There you go. You didn't need to, but that's nice. When was the last guy Jinrai? Multiple parts with that has. That could be good. Predaking was weird the way they are. Yeah, that's it. I'd love for them to do a Road Caesar. HasLab Retro Dinobots. If they can recreate the molds, yes, they could. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. No, don't do that, especially not when we're talking about Japanese things. I've banned myself, Phil. I've banned myself off anything like eBay and that. I've still got too much to pay out and too many things that I need to show you guys on the channel, to be honest. There's so many figures that I've just got in boxes and stuff that I've not shown that I've brought now. Otherwise I'll be doing unboxes every single day. So a pretty special one coming up on Monday though, to be fair. Pretty special one. One that I've had in the pipeline for ages. A couple of people have seen it. Find me a DVD, Micron Distantist. Oh, I see. The good thing for me, Princeton, is I'm not into that at all. Or John, sorry, I'm not into G.I. Joe. I say this in all the streams when I get asked. Just really not interested in anything else because it just doesn't do anything. God, Jinrai could be regular Jinrai, which is a bummer. God, they could do. I'd want them to do God Jinrai because it would be big enough. Because you'd obviously have to have God Bomber, you'd have to have the Jinrai, and then obviously all the power, everything else like that. I'm just looking at him now through that gap, thinking he could be done because he's huge, and he's two vehicles in one, maybe. But I don't think they're going to do a Japanese one. I really think it's going to be Primus, but I don't know why. I just think it's going to be. I think because of the 40th anniversary. I think because they perhaps maybe want to reuse or slightly retool that Unicron mold, they might as well use it again. Spent all that money on it. That's just, and I think it's got to be big, isn't it? Why do you think Jinrai makes the most sense? Because Jinrai wasn't about in the 40th anniversary. I know Optimus Prime was, obviously, but obviously, I said obviously too many times. Jinrai's, I don't think we're going to get a Japanese one. I've just got this feeling, and no, I don't know anything. If anybody says you've been told, I haven't been told. I haven't got a clue. I wish I did know. So I'd love to know what they are. Yeah, I think because it's Optimus Prime, but I just can't see Optimus Prime. I can't see them doing a £200 plus, because that's what it's got to be now. If it's going to be a HasLab, otherwise they just do a normal Commander class like they're going to do with Ultra Magnus, unless it came with an abundance of things. I can't see a HasLab being an Optimus Prime. That's my personal opinion. What does everybody else think about that? Do you think the same, or I don't know? That's just me. I just can't see it. Can't see it happening at all, to be fair. I'd love it if they did, but which version would you have? I mean, I think that they probably. I mean, Takara are doing the MP44 toy deco, aren't they? So maybe that's theirs. I think they did as well. I've I'm going to pre-order the toy deco MP44 because I really like the idea of that. I think that's a great idea, and I think because of that, we definitely won't be getting him as a HasLab. Primus would be interesting, but is there? I think there is. With how many versions of Optimus will they release? Optimus won't be HasLab Masterpiece. Yes, HasLab. No. Last night I went and watched the Sound of Freedom movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely. Oh, that's about the kidnapping, the child napping, isn't it? I've heard about that. Autobot City would be great. The reason why I think Primus is because I think at the moment there's more people. Yeah, I think what's the word I'm after? I think the interest. That's the word that you've just said. The interest is it one of its peaks because of Rise of the Beasts. So I think that the franchise and the fandom would have taken on loads more fans, and I think people will grab it because of that. I mean, Hound. Yeah, that was his hologram, wasn't it? But that was never a figure, but you could see him doing it. Could be a staging set, HQ. Maybe they could do, they've already done the arc, haven't they? I was going to say maybe they could do like a proper Teletran 1 instead of Mainframe being him. I don't know. Well, we'll know they say fall, don't they? So, Rhodes Caesar, I'd love Rhodes Caesar. He's one of my favourite. He's sitting there behind me, he's ace. We don't, Titans are too small to scale with the main figures. It could be. The guy, Derek Richardson, I did a video on it. It's his combined Metroplex and is it Fort Max Metroplex and Fort Max together, which he painted all gold. I've done a video on it. From him. I've spoke to him a few times about it. It's just sensational. If you've not seen it, just type in Autobot City to the search bar in this channel when I'm finished. And I did a video on his photos of it because it's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a work of art, genius, to be fair. But straight away you've got, you never know. They've got 2 Titan figures there. And I'm sure Derek wouldn't mind going into partnership with him if he did that. That would be great. But then I'm looking now thinking, where's that going to go? That custom Cosmos is brilliant as well. Did you see his Robotnik he did? There's a Robotnik one as well, same guy. Did Cosmos, and then with the Ark he did a Robotnik. It's brilliant. Honestly, Krill's he had did it sell for 1,000? Wow, there you go. He did loads. He's got about 5 or 6 arcs, all painted different colours. He did a Shattered Glass one. He did a Robotnik one. because I mean the Arc at one point in the UK was 70 quid, I think. They reduced it that low, so okay, and he's painted it, and he's probably spent a few hours painting it, but he's made his money by 10 times. It's insane. Right, I'm going to go for 10 more minutes because everybody's dropping off. And it is nearly midnight here in the UK, and we've had loads of issues, and I'm tempting fate, but I don't want to crash anymore because I can hear the storm outside now. So we'll get our last few bits of questions in, and yeah, see where everybody is. But I think, what was I just talking about then? That custom, yeah. Did we see the Robotnik as well? It was brilliant. It was so good. Really was fun. I love people who do that. Fort Max 1K seems a little low. I don't know which one. I don't know which one. I've seen that. Have you seen the custom Fort Max painted in Scorponok colours and the other way around? Thanks, Princeton. Thanks for jumping in, pal. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. That's what I'm going to do the next one. As I say, I am going to shut this down in a few minutes, just as it goes, because I've got a feeling it's going to crash. So I want to, as they say, strike while the iron's hot, even though it's not hot at all. Sound wave with cassettes, but actually place tapes. That would be brilliant. Hyperlink would absolutely be brilliant. Yeah, I'm well up for that. Definitely up for that. That would be good. Because aren't they making a comeback? I'm sure tapes. So if anybody's wondering or watching back, he said Soundwave, but plays actual tapes, which would be good. Rudy thinks it's going to be Leo Kaiser. Sorry, Pete. Leo Kaiser. Yeah, but that's a good shout. No, it's not that. It's no. The show's E code is toy. Because he's going. I can't write it. I can't show it. TOYSARERUSS. TO. In fact, if I can try and get this to work, please don't crash on me. If I can just, in fact, I'll write it down. Andy Gold. I think that's exactly what it is. Hyperlink. It's that there. Put it into the bar. Put it into the code, and then it'll say you're supporting it. Leo Kaiser will be class. Everybody's putting it up. Brilliant. Thanks, guys. Thank anybody who's not seen it. David, put that into the thingy bar. Yeah, I was going in 4 or 5 minutes in here. That'd be a great shout, but we'll know soon anyway, won't we? Yeah, I don't know. But the problem you've got with, I suppose, the problem you've got with Leo Kaiser is, again, you've got Kill Bison that you're not allowed. So they'd have to call him Iron Bison, what they did before, and Hellbat. What do they call him too? Fellbat or whatever. I don't know what they do. Who knows? But I don't think it's going to be Japanese, guys. I don't think it's going to be a Japanese figure. I think at the moment they're riding the wave of that, and I don't know. Talking rubbish. I think because of the 40th anniversary, I just don't see it. I'd love it because again, everybody knows the Japanese continuity, which I really do like. Right, last couple of minutes because everybody's going to bed. I can see the numbers going down, which is fine, and I also think that the signal's getting worse and worse as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much wrap it up right now. Apologies for anybody else who wants to drop a question, but I'm going to do another one in 2 weeks because I enjoy doing these. They are fun, and of course the best thing about this, in 2 weeks time, next weekend is SDCC. See, Dave's got to go as well. I'm sure they said it wasn't going to. I think it was my interview, to be honest. I'm sure he said it won't be another Japanese one. What was I saying? We'll have had SDCC, so we'll be able to discuss all the new reveals and everything else that's happening then. So I'm going to pretty much wind it up right now and say 100% thank you to all you guys. Thank you to Andy for jumping into the members again. Anybody else, if you want to jump on a membership, we've got our own Discord going. We've got loads of things where we're helping each other out, etc. And I'm glad you jumped in, Jazz. I do these at least monthly, so there you go. Everybody take care. Everybody make sure they're safe from the storm. And yes, it is. Thanks, Pete. I'll see you guys all very soon. I'm going to let you all drop out now while I do this. I am going to be at TFN. I will see you there. I'll be in the foyer at the beginning, just saying hello to everybody. And then, yeah, I'll be inside. So make sure you grab me. Definitely make sure anybody who's there, make sure you grab me. Ta-ta for now. I've not seen that in ages either. Right, where are we? I don't even know what to press. Here we go. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Yes.